Yo, what up, guys? Beside you here, logged in on a Sunday to share some big news that is coming regarding some progressive chance event that is tied to this heroes part that we've all been waiting for, especially for those players who are going for this ongoing fragment or old school fusion for this legendary champion Armanz. You have another opportunity to get some fragments in this heroes part, and it coincides with a legendary champion guaranteed right here. I think that Padraig dude that we've all been talking about. When this event finally launches, I'll take a look at the points and talk about it in great detail, whether I'll go for it or not. For now, I just wanted to hop on and tell you that if you're going to be pulling shards to get this heroes part, or you're pulling mortal soul stones or anything you're doing right here, I want to share with you some progressive chance event champions that will be tied to this heroes part event that will even make you even want to even pull your shards to get those maybe progressive chance events, 15x, 25x, or even 20x. You know how the progressive chance events are. They don't guarantee you that champion, but they just boost your chances if you hit legendary. All right, if you're pulling ancients, sacreds, voids, or even primal, these are the champions that will be part of it. I'll pop them on the screen right there so you can take a look. On one slot for legendaries, you have Firol, the Backhorn, you have Boraga, the Elder, and Oela. At least that one I know, Oela. The others sound strange to me. While on the void champions, if you're pulling your void shards, if you still have void shards to pull after a 2x void just ended, Graza, the Iron God, is one that will be available on the 18th of March, which is a Monday. And then on Tuesday, you have another 15x chance, 20x chance, or 25x chance. That is March the 19th. Another progressive chance event will be tied to this part of Clover event, which is Kira the Watcher, Blizzard the Holer, and Sneak Track if you're pulling your ancient shards, secret shards, or primal shards. And also Trinax, Tyrant the Elixir. Why is he on the list of progressive chance event? Who needs Tyrant the Elixir? That's a strange addition to a guaranteed to a progressive chance event. It's a strange champion that people don't usually use anymore in raid. Well, and then for voids, those pulling void shards, you have a chance of getting Osoga the Warcaller, an amazing champion, and Krisk the Ageless. What do all these champions have in common? Ally protection. What are the first champions? What do they have in common? Is Oela I know about, so maybe is it fear or true fear, or is it heal reduction? I forget, but I know this bottom row on the 19th of March, they all have ally protection in common. I guess that's why Tyrant Elixir is on the list right here. Then that's not all, because it's also going along with this part of Clover event. It's not a 2-day progressive chance event. There is a third day which also has one slot. If you're pulling shards on that day, you have the chance of getting a 15x, 20x, or a 25x chance of getting Uger the Wine Eater. That's a fusion champion which a lot of people already have, but if you don't have him, I guess you're pulling for him that day. A Lady Kimi, King Garkoba, and Setalia. What do all these champions have in common? Freeze. Uger the Wine Eater, does he have freeze? Lady Kimi doesn't have freeze. Is it increase speed or something, or remove the enemy's buffs? I forget what they have in common. Let me know in the comments. So Setalia is freeze though. I know Setalia is freeze, right? Or she removes buffs from the enemies. Then Varkanen and Constantine the Dayborn are the void legendary champions you can obtain on the 20th of March from that progressive chance event, if you're lucky enough to hit your legendary Mercy or hit your legendary mark right here. So let me know in the comments if you're going to be pulling shards for any of these days. Like I told you on the list right here, you can wait for the first day, second day, or third day to pull your shards, especially if you've already decided that the heroes part is how you want to get extra fragments to complete your fusion. So a lot of people did skip out on the summon rush, or some people are skipping out on the champion chase that is about to end, and they are hoping to go all in for this part of Clover in order to get this legendary champion Padraig. I forget which faction he is, if you can take a look at his picture, because personally I've not looked at him all this time that people have been talking about him. Has he even been released in the game? Should it be Banner Lords? Padraig. I'm very bad at looking for these champions. Or let me just see if I can let me pause and find it. I really need to look at his skills to see if he's worth going for or not, now that he's part of a hero's path. Let's see.
A few moments later.
Alright, I found him hiding in the Sylvan Watchers faction right here. Padraig. I think that's what is going to be his name. I think the G is silent, if you ask me, because Padraig, or just call him Grand Oak. Let's see if this champion is going to be worth blowing all your shards in the heroes part. Of course, when we see the heroes part, points will decide further whether it's even worth it. But right now, I can decide whether I want to go for it or not, because I have gone for every other event and tournament that is part of this ongoing fusion. So he is not needed, or I think the Heroes part is not needed for my account to complete this fragment fusion or this old group fusion. But I see from this A1, this champion has a 25% chance of decreasing the cooldown of a random ally skill by 2 turns. It's a higher chance when you spend booked on it, up to a 50% chance. Yes, when you spend booked on it, it's a useful A1. Reducing the allies cooldown, the enemy's cooldown by 2 turns is crazy. So on the A2, it will need accuracy to land that though. On the A2, the champion teams up with an ally to attack a single enemy. The allies joining an attack will always use their default skills. We know that already. It also fully restores all allies destroyed max HP, so it's going to be useful in those content that destroys your max HP. And teams up with all allies to join a attack is one of those skills that we need very badly in the ongoing Fire Knight hard mode, where you need ally attack champions to help you take down the enemies. And he does this on a 4-turn cooldown. I wonder if the other ally attack champions who we currently have in the game right now have it on a 3-turn cooldown. I don't think so. 4-turn cooldown ally attack is reasonable, I guess. I have to check though. I have to check. Let me not conclude right now. I'm just going to check an epic champion who we currently use for that content, or let's check a legendary champion to be fair with him. And the legendary champion I use for that content is currently Lona Taril. Teams up with all allies. Oh, it's also on a 4-turn cooldown, so it's fair. Ally attack 4-turn cooldown is fair. Fracken the Fat has this on a 3-turn cooldown. No, I think that's the normal ally attack skill, so that's not a reason to fault this champion. That finally we have another champion who has ally attack, so we can stop using champions who don't join the attack. He will join this attack, which is what makes the difference between adding extra hits to the Fire Knight hard shield or not. So right there. And then finally on the A3, fills up the thermometer of all allies by 20%, then removes all debuffs from all allies. That's a full team cleanse. Fills the thermometer before he removes their debuffs, then places 30% increased speed. That means if he fills the thermometer and they get frozen, he will now remove it. Are they trying to make this useful in PvP? But from all I can see, this champion is a pure PvE champion. He also places increased speed on all allies for 2 turns. So not a Hydra specialist, nothing special. I think they're just trying to make this champion a general use in, especially no freeze. So I can't say if it's even tailored towards Fire Knight hard, but it feels like it's a Fire Knight hard targeted champion. Of course, you can use this type of champions anywhere, including clan boss if you're super early game and you're still relying on the killable teams. On unkillable teams that also can take ally attack. On a passive, at the start of this champion's turn, it places a buff. Whether your damage is based on attack, he will give you attack. If your damage is based on defense, he will give you defense. But if you're a support champion, you will have increased accuracy to do all your crazy stuff. If you're a HP based champion, a shield buff of 30% of the allies champion skills. HP, a shield buff equal to 30% of that allied champion skill. That's for tanky HP based champions. Then it's so useful. Aura in all battles, right? No, dungeons, of course. So this is telling you that this champion is supposed to be tailored towards PvE content, but that's so restricted to dungeon. It should be, because this dungeon aura does not apply to the new Corset city. So quite unfortunate. So is this a champion that I look at and I say, oh wow, I want to get him? I don't think he is worth going all the way for, except the points in this hero's path makes sense. I don't think this is a champion I will break the bank for. By the bank I mean my savings of shards. So it's not worth going 0 on ancients, it's not worth going 0 on voids, definitely not worth going 0 on my primals, and of course my small secrets that I'm trying to save to get up to the 20 before the next guaranteed legendary event comes up for both voids and secrets. I think that's more important to me than getting Padraig or Grand Oak. So that's what I think about this heroes part. Even before I saw the points requirement, what am I about to do right now? I'm about to go into the spider and farm the spider like crazy and finish this dungeon divers that is currently going on. Then that will give me enough fragments to just chill and finish this fusion without breaking sweat. So if I go to the fusion, you can see I already fused three copies of this dude, right? They are all getting to level 50. The void keep is open today. Go over there and start farming the void keep, because you need a lot of these champions to go do your ascension, tap, 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 tap. That's how you do it pretty fast. Oh, I missed one. But that's what is happening right now in Raid. Everybody is getting their carve through the Death Keeper to level 50 because the Void Keep is open today. Get all your Void potions that you need to make it happen so that you don't have to wait till next weekend. I don't think the fusion will allow you wait till next weekend. It's going to end soon. And of course, so you don't also have to use gems to open the Void Keep when it's not a Sunday. So that's what I'm going to do and finish this fusion on my account right now. That means I have one more copy of this champion to obtain from the fragments. Currently, I have 25 left picked up right now. So from the spider that just launched, I'll do another 25. From the dungeon divers, 25, and also from the artifact enhancement, 25. So I think I'm even gonna pick up an extra copy from extra 25 fragments from what? There's a content I've not finished. Okay, not champion training. There are 3 content that is going on right now. That is dungeon divers, artifact enhancement, I've not done it, and also the spider. Those 3 content will get me this champion. If you're watching this, I'm probably live, doing it live right now, trying to get this last fragments, trying to do artifact enhancement and champion training to get the last milestone in champion training. Yes, I'm going all the way for that champion training last milestone. So even if it's not required, I was like, I've come this far, I'm definitely not going to stop halfway. And also, I'm not going for any other thing that is happening in the game. So I'm gonna, well, my network is too slow to open it, but you get what I mean. We also see a new festival Titan event popping up right here. This one has a 5-star perfect soul for this Armanz that we've all been waiting for. We thought the 5-star perfect soul would be attached to this part of Clover event. I'm glad it wasn't attached to it. If it was attached to this part of Clover event, I would have gone all the way to get it. So this made this part of Clover, or this what do you call it now, Heroes Part event, optional. So I'm glad the Heroes Part event is still optional, despite it having a guaranteed legendary champion, Padraig or Grand Oak. I'm not going all the way for it. Let me know. I would really love to hear your opinions about this part of Clover. Are you going all the way, or you just want enough fragments to complete for the summon rush you missed out on? I went for the summon rush. That's why I'm not worried about this Heroes Part event. For those who missed out on summon rush or missed out on 1 or 2 dungeon divers that has crazy amount of points, you can always go for this one and complete the fragment. Remember, you don't always have to go all the way for the champion. I will see some rewards along the way and go for it, because I have some soul stones saved up. These big boys, eternal soul stones. I will still pull my soul stone, but I'm not pulling it to get Padraig. I'll just pull it to get some points along the way in that Heroes Part. That's what I'm saving this for. Yes, and I also have a lot to even go right here and do 15 more, or if I wish to, I do 2 more right here, or if I'm going crazy, well, I don't have enough for this one. But I've decided never to use this for Immortal Soul Stone anymore. I've decided to always use it for this. That's why I'm saving all this amount, 58, and that will help me see how much I have. That means I can come over here and buy any champions 3-star or 4-star that I want to. So this soul summons is not going to make me craft Immortal Soul Stone or Eternal Soul Stone anymore. I'm smart now, because I'm also trying to get it done with these missions that are happening right here. I just wanted to hop in here and tell you the news. I'm derailing now to other things, but all this information I'm sharing is still regarding to this fusion and telling you my plan on how I'm going about it. So let me know in the comments if this Heroes Part is what you're aiming for. I still decided to put it in red, because from the beginning of my plan, I put it in red like this in that first day of the fusion plan, because I never really wanted to touch it. Now that I have a legendary champion inside it that is guaranteed to get, if you can go all the way for the Heroes Part, I still don't want to touch it, because from what I read about his skills, yes, he is an ally attack champion, but like I said, I already have 3 ally attack champions in my teams. If this is your first ally attack champion, Padraig Grand Oak will help you, because he joins the attack, especially if you're one of those players who have not been able to beat Fire Knight on hard 10 or hard stages at all. Of course, ally attack is not only useful for that content, it's going to be useful in a lot of places. I have other options for him, or that I can use instead of him. That's why I'm skipping out on this Heroes Part. That's why I'm not going all the way for him. But you see my summons that day to see. Definitely not gonna summon shards for sure. I'll just use my Eternal Soul Stone and Immortal Soul Stone and Immortal Soul Stones and see how many points I can get for the Heroes Part. That's my plan right here. Not changing from the original time. Still going for everything right here in this fusion. I can put that in green, because it's still gonna be what I need to complete this entire fusion. I didn't miss out on anything. I went for everything, while the Heroes Part is still in red, even if I'm gonna touch it a little bit. All right, which day will you be pulling your mortal soul stones, or which day are you going to be pulling your shards if you're going all the way for that hero spot? Let me know according to the 10x, to the 15x progressive chance champions that was announced 19th, 18th, or is it 20th also. Let me know which one are you going for. Later, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe for more daily raid content. It's Sunday. You know that means I might be live right now as you're watching this video. Come chill and hang out. Later, guys.